hard for me to see this place like the way other people see it, because I grew up here, as I say. You know, it's just so familiar to me. It's like seeing a person in your life that you're so familiar with, or looking in a mirror. It's not like seeing other places. When I come back here, it's different. I just know it so well that it's almost like I don't see it anymore. But it's in the work so much. I suppose when I moved back here, I did make some key pieces that were based on the farm, and it kind of makes sense because I was really just living over the road, and I suppose my work is a visual diary of my life. When I was growing up here, I relied on my imagination a lot. Like I would have walked the fields and I would imagine the fairies and kind of a magical other world. And I made the place a whole lot more deeper. You know, I guess I was just doing that all the time, growing up here. It's kind of like a ritual. I'll keep going back to the same place, and so I build up a connection with it. And it's only certain places as well. It's quite unpredictable. It doesn't necessarily have to be any kind of dramatic place. There's just like an atmosphere there, and I feel connected to the place. It's kind of mysterious. Like I don't quite know why. There's something about that place. It could be just me, but I just feel it's a special place. And if you just stand and just take it all in, there's kind of magic in the air, and there's so much going on. It's been kind of an endless source of material for me over the years. It was my whole world since I came into this world. You know, I remember when I was really, really small. I might have been maybe age 4, and I thought that was the entire world, because I could see the horizon where the sky meets the horizon, and I thought that was the age of Earth, and there was nothing else. This was the world here. So, and in a way, that's kind of stayed with me. I wouldn't even be aware of a recurrent theme running through my work, you know, until maybe after I finished a body of work. I wouldn't even be conscious of the fact that there's a pattern, you know, between certain works. I think it's really just, you know, having this amazing opportunity to have this mid-career retrospective and getting all the works together under the same roof. Like I was struck by how there's a recurring theme going on. studio. Like I love the time I spend when I'm here and the doors closed, and like the farm is just 5 minutes walk away, and intentionally chose this room here because it's the closest to there. I can hear the farm animals, I can hear the dogs and the roosters, and I just love being in this space. I think it's where I feel most myself. The main season that I work in would be winter, especially around December. I think there's just something about that. It's just more atmospheric. You know, it's just when the day's transitioning into nighttime, and I just feel it's very high energy there. You know, with all the wildlife and the way the sky is and the landscape and everything. I feel it's very intense. There's 4 pieces in the exhibition that are about a human with their dog, and I was amazed by that. Like I wasn't conscious of that theme running through the work. And then there's the cow. Then I wasn't aware of how important the cow was to me. It's a symbol that's running through the work very strongly, from the earliest piece right up to the most recent piece. It's not so surprising really, because that was my environment that I soaked up, like since I came into the world. Like I remember they had a red cow over there. It was born the same day as me, so they always said it was my cow. From the early age, that was me being introduced to this animal, like being told that I own this animal was red, and the rest of them would have been black and white. They're all Frisian cows. So I guess that I probably absorbed a lot that I wouldn't be conscious of. It was amazing working with Daniel Nealis. He was able to tell even, you know, which works were made in certain years together. I felt he was more aware of my work than I was. He was so attentive throughout the last number of months, really thinking very carefully about each painting, and like he visualized the show and how they were all going to fit together. And I just never met someone who was so in tune with my work, you know, so much, and really appreciated it. It means so much for me to have the exhibition here in Donegal. I feel like the work has come home. You know, it's in its right place. Like the audience here really gets the work. Like they would totally understand the work, and I just feel like when I'm there in the gallery and the work is on the walls, it was like it was just meant to be. I just haven't really had time to process the whole thing, and it really just means so much to me, and I feel it's a really significant time in my life now. This time, October, November, the time I had having the show here in Letterkenny, and I feel then after that it'll be like a starting on then, you know, to the next stage.